Okay, so we're about to get started. Screen. Should be able to see the screen. Okay, how to bring in new guests to your church. I plan to welcome 10 new guests every week. Let me ask you this. What would it mean for your church if starting next week, 10 new guests walk through your church doors every Sunday? Imagine the energy of meeting new faces, the joy of watching your congregation grow, and the expanded opportunity to share the gospel with the community. It's an exciting thought, isn't it? But for many churches, it feels out of reach. Perhaps you've been experiencing declining attendance, struggle with limited outreach, or wonder how to stay relevant in a fast-changing world. If that resonates with you, I have good news. There's a way forward. Before we dive in, let me introduce myself. My name is Jeremy Woods, and I'm the CEO of FaithVenture Media and a church growth coach. I've had the privilege of working alongside churches to help them grow their engagement, reach their communities, and fulfill their God-given mission. At FaithVenture Media, we specialize in creating practical, impactful strategies that empower churches to thrive. And more than that, I'm deeply passionate about seeing churches grow, not just in size, but spiritually and also in their ability to make a meaningful, lasting impact for Christ. I understand the challenges that many of you face, and that's why I'm here, to equip you with tools and insights that work. Now let's talk about what we're here to accomplish today. During this webinar, we're going to explore the HATT method. The HATT method is hub, automation, traffic, and trust. These 4 pillars work together to create a clear step-by-step plan for consistently welcoming new guests and helping them connect to your church family. You don't need a massive budget or a tech-savvy team to see results. By the end of this webinar, you should walk away with practical strategies you can use immediately that will eventually let you have up to 10 new guests or more every week and create an environment where they feel welcome and engaged. Now, please keep in mind that I'm not in favor of the seeker-friendly method, and I don't teach this, and this is not what that's about. So I just wanted to let you know a heads up. That's not what this is about. This is about using digital methods. So are you ready to dive in? Let's get started. Let's begin with the first pillar, which is hub. The hub of your church's outreach efforts is your church's website. In today's digital-first world, your website isn't just an extra tool, it's your front door. For many people, it's the first impression they'll have of your church, often before they even step inside your building. So the question is, what kind of impression is it making? Picture this, someone in your community is searching for a church right now. You find your website, and does it invite them in and make them feel welcome, or does it leave them confused or unsure? A guest-friendly website can inspire confidence, make someone excited to visit, while an outdated or cluttered one may cause them to look elsewhere. So what makes a website truly guest-friendly? Let's break it down into the 3 essentials. Clear service times and location, mobile optimization, and plan your visit feature. One of the top reasons people visit a church website is to figure out when or where to show up. Make this information impossible to miss. Your service times and locations will be front and center on your homepage. If a guest can't find it within seconds, they may move on. Also, most people use your website on their phones. A mobile-friendly website is no longer a luxury, it's a necessity. Make sure that your text, images, and navigation adjust seamlessly to any screen size. Take a moment to pull up your website on your phone. Does it look clean and easy to use, or does it feel clunky and hard to navigate? I'll give you a moment if you want to do that now. Let me know when you have found it. Hope that exercise has been helpful for you. So, also many guests feel nervous about the visiting a new church. They have questions like, what should I wear? Or what will the service be like? And these questions can hold them back. That's why I plan your visit section and put their minds at ease. Include details like a short video tour, what to expect, and any other helpful tips to make their first visit comfortable and welcoming. Along with these elements, your website should also showcase high-quality visuals and stories or testimonials from your church family. Smiling faces, warm messages, and authentic stories of life change can also create an emotional connection with your guests before they even step through your doors. So here's some action steps for you. Evaluate your website. After this webinar, take a moment to review your website and ask yourself the following questions. Are the service times and location details easy to find? Does the site look great on a mobile device? Do you have a plan your visit feature to help guests feel at home? If you notice areas for improvement, see this as an opportunity to make meaningful changes. The welcoming website is a powerful ministry tool, and it serves as a bridge to connect people to your church and ultimately to Christ. So with that, let's move on to the next pillar, which is automation. If your website is the front door of your church, automation is the follow-up handshake that keeps the relationship going. It's how you show guests that their visit mattered and they're eager to connect with them again. Then it can turn first-time visitors into returning guests and eventually into active members of your church family. However, let's be honest, following up with every guest manually can be overwhelming, especially if your team is already stretched thin. That's why automation is such a game changer. With the right tools, you can create a consistent personal follow-up process that runs in the background, allowing you to focus on ministry. So why is follow-up crucial? Think about the last time you visited a new place, a restaurant, a community event, or another church. How would it have felt if someone reached out afterward to thank you, share a kind word, or invite you back? That follow-up shows intentionality, and it's the same kind of care you guests appreciate when visiting your church. So how can automation simplify your follow-up? Here's how. Here's some practical ways to use automation to stay connected with your guests. First of all, you want to send a warm thank you message. After a guest fills out a connection card, either in person or online, send an automated email or text message the next day. The message should express gratitude for their visit, share a little about your church, and invite them back for your next service or event. And you also want to schedule friendly event reminders. Use automation to let the guests know about upcoming events or special services. For example, if you're hosting a family day, worship night, or starting a new sermon series, schedule reminders a few days in advance to help guests stay engaged. And also you want personalized invitations. A church management system or CHMS or an email platform can help you track details about guests, such as their family structure or interests. Use this information to send tailored invitations, like a reminder about children's ministry for parents or a small group invite for young adults. Here's just a sample follow-up workflow. I have a even bigger process that I can get you for free. I think I'll tell you about it later. Let's walk through this sample automated workflow. On day one, the guest fills out the connection card, and then either that day or the next day, an automated thank you email or text is sent, welcoming them and sharing the next steps. And a follow-up message invites them to an upcoming service or event on day 4. And then, for instance, in week 2, there's another email that checks in with them. There's resources like a sermon video and offers ways to get involved with your church. And then week 4 can be a personalized invitation to join a small group Bible study or another church program. This workflow not only keeps your church on top of mind, it also creates multiple opportunities for guests to feel connected and take the next step. And like I said earlier, I have a complete 12 email welcome sequence ready for you on my Church Growth Guide's website, and it's completely free. You're welcome to visit www.churchgrowthguides.com to find that plus much more there. Here's your next action step. Okay, actually, go through this. Okay, here's the action step. Review your current follow-up process and ask yourself the following questions. Do we follow up with every guest within 24 to 48 hours? Using the tools to automate the process? And are we offering clear next steps for guests to stay engaged? If not, start by setting up one automated email or text this week. Even a small change can make a big difference in how your guests feel cared for. Automation allows you to focus on ministry while ensuring no one falls through the cracks. Now that we've simplified the follow-up process, let's move on to the third pillar, which is traffic. Now that we've covered the importance of a strong foundation to your website and the power of automation to follow up with guests, let's dive into this next pillar of the HATT method, traffic. Traffic is all about getting people through the church's doors, both physically and virtually. Even with the best website and follow-up system, if people don't know about your church, they can't connect with you. Here's where digital advertising and outreach play a crucial role in driving new guests to your church. Think of your church as a lighthouse. You're shining the light of Christ in your community, but the light has to be visible for people to find it. Traffic strategies ensure that your church is seen by the right people at the right time. The goal is to connect with those who are searching for hope, community, or simply a place to belong. And so, social media is one of the powerful tools for generating traffic. So here's how to make sure your posts and ads stand out. You want to first highlight what's happening at your church. Share content about upcoming events, sermon series, or community initiatives. Use photos, videos, and stories to make these posts relatable and inviting. Tell stories of life change. People are drawn to stories. Share testimonials from your church about how lives have been transformed through your church. These stories build trust and encourage others to see what your church is all about. You also use clear calls to action, or CTAs. Every post or ad should have a purpose, whether it's inviting people to service, event, or small group. Be sure to be clear about what you want them to do next. And for running local ads, digital advertising allows you to target people in your community who are most likely to visit your church. Platforms like Facebook and Google Ads make it easy to reach families, individuals, and groups within a specific radius of your church. And for Facebook ads, promote events or sermon series with eye-catching images and direct CTAs like plan your visit or join us this Sunday. For Google Ads, you want to use keywords like church near me to appear in search results when people are actively searching for a church near you. Tips and events. Beyond digital efforts, don't estimate the power of local partnerships. Collaborate with schools, nonprofits, or businesses to host events and serve the community. These efforts not only drive traffic, but also build trust and credibility in your community. But okay, so an action step would be to put this in practice. You want to create a simple social media post or ad this week. Focus on the following: an invitation to an upcoming service, a highlight of a recent church event or life change story, or a short video showcasing your pastor or church community. If you're ready to explore ads, start with a small budget. $50 can go a long way in reaching your local community. So for instance, $50 for a week. Track how many people engage with your post or ad, and then adjust your approach as needed. Traffic is the lifeblood of reaching new guests, and when done right, ensures more people have the opportunity to hear the gospel and experience the love of Christ. With that, let's move on to the final pillar, which is trust. So let's move to the fourth and final pillar, trust. Trust is the key to turning first-time guests into lifelong members of your church family. It's about creating a welcoming environment and demonstrating genuine care both in person and online. When guests feel valued and respected, they're more likely to return and engage with your church. Your guest's first experience at your church is critical. From the moment they step onto your campus, make sure that they should feel like they belong. Here's how to make that happen. Station greeters at key points to warmly welcome everyone. A smile and genuine, we're glad you're here, make a world of difference. Make it easy for guests to navigate your church. Signs for parking, children's ministries, restrooms, and the worship center help eliminate confusion and make guests feel at ease. Consider giving first-time guests a small, meaningful gift. It could be a branded coffee mug with your church's logo on it, a devotional, or a welcome card with a handwritten note. This small gesture shows appreciation and leaves a lasting impression. Today, trust often starts online. People read reviews and testimonials before making decisions about where to go, even for church. Here's how to use this to your advantage. Ask members and regular attendees to leave positive reviews on platforms such as Google, Facebook, or Yelp. These reviews can highlight what makes your church special and help potential guests feel more comfortable visiting. Also, post stories from members on your social media about how your church has impacted their lives. Video testimonials are especially powerful because they feel personal and authentic. Trust isn't built in a single interaction. It's cultivated over time through consistent care and communication. After a guest visit, follow up with a personal touch. A quick heartfelt email or text thanking them for attending goes a long way in showing that you noticed and appreciate their presence. And whether it's a small group or a community event or a follow-up service, extend a clear invitation to help them take the next step in their faith journey. Also, you want to provide a short survey or feedback form to ask about their experience. Not only does this show you value their opinion, but it can also help you identify areas for improvement. Here's your next action step. Focus on one way to build trust this week with your local community and with guests. If you don't have greeters or clear signage, take a walk through your church from a guest perspective and make adjustments. If you're lacking online reviews, ask a few members to share their positive experiences online. Don't ask them for a 5-star review, as that can be a violation of some policies of review platforms like Google. If follow-up is an area for improvement, draft a simple thank you message that can be automated for all first-time guests. Now keep in mind, let me go ahead and show that now, the church growth guide, so that you can see that. I'm on a smaller screen than usual, so I'm not sure how it will show. Let's see. Page near the end. Here it is. The new guest welcome email series info bundle. I guess that's a free gift. And so I want you to use this, and I'll have 12 ready to go email sequences that have a placeholder. You'll want to replace the placeholder with whatever your platform uses. By creating a welcoming environment, demonstrating genuine care, and consistently following up, you'll build trust that make guests feel like part of the family from day one. Now that we've covered all four pillars, the four pillars of the HATT method, automation, traffic, and trust. Let's bring everything together and talk about your next steps. So we've just covered these four central pillars. Each of these play a vital role in helping your church consistently bring in new guests, and more importantly, build meaningful connections that lead to long-term engagement and spiritual growth in a relationship with Christ if they don't have one already. Let's take a moment to recap. Your church website is the foundation, the front door, where guests first encounter your ministry. That's what we call the hub. Make your hub inviting and informative and easy to navigate. Simplify your follow-up process with tools that ensure every guest feels valued and cared for. This is automation or your church management system, 𝗔𝘂𝘁𝗺𝘁. We do have one that we recommend. It's a branded one, so we don't really tell the actual original name so much on when we talk about it, but we do have the ability to set it up for your church. Now we do have that offer as well. For traffic, use social media, digital ads, and local outreach so that your people in your community know that your church is a welcoming place for them. And then you also want to build relationships by creating a warm, authentic environment, both online and in person, and show guests that they're genuinely appreciated and build trust. So here's the most exciting part, taking action. First, audit your current efforts. Look at your website, follow-up processes, outreach strategies, and guest experience. Identify one area you can make improvements this week. Start making improvements this week. Implement one change, whether it's adding a plan your visit feature to your website, setting up an automated follow-up system, or inviting your team to create a guest-friendly environment. Commit to one actionable step. Small changes lead to big results. Also, you want to stay consistent. Growth takes time and consistency. Use the HATT method that I just introduced as your roadmap and trust the process. And so I have a free resource that I'll be giving to you. I'm going to go ahead and put it in the chat. Just a moment, let me get that up. In the chat, just a moment. Here is the link. Okay, I just put it up there for you. And then this is a step-by-step guide to be able to implement the HATT method. And so sure that you download it there. Again, it's free. And also, I invite you as well to partner with FaithVenture Media. We specialize in church growth. If you're ready to take your next step but need guidance, we'd love to help. At FaithVenture Media, we specialize in equipping churches with tools and strategies to grow their reach and make an internal impact. You can schedule a free consultation with us, and together we'll create a plan to help your church. That will be also in the chat in just a moment. Put that in the chat for you. And so we do have quite a few offerings. I do want to go ahead and actually show you those. So we have a website called evangelicaldirectory.com. And so we can put your church on there for free as part of the free plan. You know, also join our community as well and get your church listed. And then These are current prices. They're definitely bound to change. And so I won't really present most of our plans. This one we do want to start increasing in the future. Right now, as of recording this, it's $49 a month at Church Growth Coaching, but we've raised our prices twice in the past year, and this is the only plan that we've left alone. Is the Church Growth Coaching plan, because we want to make it as accessible as possible. In the future, it may increase. Like I said, you want to, if it's currently this when you're watching the webinar, then I would highly recommend getting onto this plan, at least in the beginning, if you don't choose one of our other plans, which again, I'm not going to present because those you can go to the website and find out for yourself. But this one I really want to highlight because what you get is a dedicated church growth coach. You can ask your coach questions inside our coaching portal. And so that's what I really wanted to emphasize here. And so thank you all for joining us today. Remember, the seeds that you plant today will grow into the fruit of tomorrow. So let's go out and shine the light of Christ in our communities. And so, like I said, implement the HATT method of automation, traffic, and trust, and make a consistent effort. And then once you do that, you should be able to see results. If you're within a community of, let's just say, around 50,000 or more, you should be able to, if you implement this consistently, you should within 6 months be able to start seeing 10 or more guests per week. I can say that that's not a guarantee because there aren't guarantees in marketing and in church growth, obviously, but this is what we aim for, is at least 10 guests per week of this in a community of 50,000 or more. So again, I'm going to go ahead and put this link in the chat. Second. You may already see it up there, I think. Thank you for watching, and I hope that you're able to schedule your free consultation, or at least get the $49 a month coaching. I highly recommend this path if you're new to this or if you don't have much of a budget. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a blessed day.